Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Tonight's tutorial is on how to replace a sky in Photoshop or using the sky replacement feature that's within the new version of Photoshop. One of my friends asked me if I would do a tutorial on it because he keeps forgetting. So I've set up this tutorial. I'm using 3 separate images that I walk through the complexity of the images but also share 3 different skies, and hopefully through the tutorial you'll see how easy it is to replace a sky and how good Photoshop is now at replacing skies and giving you those various options. So now I'll hand you over to the tutorial. Sky replacement tutorial. This should be quite quick because it's actually quite a simple thing to do. So what I'll do is I'll open up a sample image. And I've got 3 different images to share with you tonight. This is one just from my back garden. So I'm looking at how do I replace that sky. All I need to do is go into Edit, then Sky Replacement, and then up pops the options for skies. So as you can see, that sky there is a sunset. So what I can do is shift the edge, slide it to the left, and that heightens the edge and softens the edge. Or if I slide the bar to the right, then that gives it a hardened edge. So if I reduce the bar just to give it a little bit of a softer edge, then it starts to look a wee bit more realistic. So what I can also do is fade the edge. So if I go down, it'll be really dark on the far left. If I go far right, it'll be really bright. So if I go somewhere in the middle, then it starts to look as if we've got a kind of blend between the foreground and the sky. And again, you can tweak the brightness, so you can make it brighter or you can make it darker. And then you can change the color tone, so the temperature can go cold, so it'll add blue, or the temperature can go warm and it'll add yellow. So I'll leave that in the middle. And again, from scale, I can reduce the scale. And then what you start to see is that the image that's being used to replace the sky gets smaller. And if I increase the scale, then it actually softens. And the scale is actually quite a useful tool, because if you want to change your skies and you want to use a similar sky image in a number of your photos, but you want them to look different, if you just play about with the scale slider, then that allows you to vary the look of your sky. You can also select flip, and what that'll do is it'll turn it around the opposite way. And then again, all I need to do is save that, press OK. Yeah, you would probably want to tone down the foreground and make it a bit warmer, and then that way it looks as though the colour's being cast from the sky to the foreground. So rather than save that image, I'll say don't save. Let's open up the second image. So the second image is a completely different view, and this is just to show you we've got quite a lot of branches sticking out around this scene. We've got 2 trees in the scene, we've got a couple of sheep in the horizon in the scene. So again, if I select sky replacement, we get a sunset sky. We'll see how that looks. Whoa, I mean, that's quite dramatic. If I shift the edge, if I shift the edge and increase the brightness, actually that's turned out quite nice. But what you can see is how well Photoshop allows you to blend with the images. So if you looked at the last tutorial on how to delete a background, Photoshop algorithm is getting so good now, it's really clean at cutting out. But what I can also do is I can select a different sky. So if I drop down, select the blue sky, which looks really pretty, and then if I look at some of the options about shifting the edge, do I want it really harsh or do I want it quite soft? That's quite a nice one where the clouds are building in at the background. And if I slide the shift edge, I can play about the edge, but if I move the edge slider far to the right, now we're starting to look quite realistic. Again, from a temperature point of view, if I warm that up, it kind of matches the foreground because this was a shot I took close to sunset. And again, you can change the scale slider so you can soften the view or you can harshen the detail in the view. So if I leave it there, so again I can flip it. So if I select flip, I'll turn it the opposite way, and again it's really up to you and your personal choice. So again, if you have images that have got really bland skies and you want to replace them, then the sky replacement tool in Photoshop is absolutely fantastic. So the last image is quite a complex image. There's more trees, and as you can see, there's a horizon full of trees. I've got trees on the left hand side, and then I've got branches sticking out. So if I go edit, sky replacement, let Photoshop bring in its proposed sky. So that's nice. That's actually quite a nice image. We've got other options of skies, and again, oh, that's really nice. So the other thing you can do is you can start photographing skies, saving skies as images, import them into Photoshop, and then Photoshop will allow you to use the skies that you take to add into your photographs. So if I warm this one up a little bit, now I can flip the sky round. It looks as though it's coming the other way. If I flip it back, that's quite nice. That's, yeah, I would say that's probably the best option for us as the sun's coming in from the left. But as you can see, what a cracking job Photoshop does with replacing skies. It takes all the intricate detail from all the branches away and gives you some really good options on how you can apply different skies to what would more or less be quite a boring image. So I hope this was useful. It's dead easy. Import your image, select edit, and then select sky replacement, and then that allows you to use the options available to you in the panel. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you could follow how simple it is to replace a sky within Photoshop now. So thank you for joining my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you press the bell notification, that will notify you when I upload any future videos. So thank you, and here's to the next video.